Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
70, Indy.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds Corey Davis. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Go.
To throw is Peterson. Throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Manning. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 107 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
and well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peterson. And he fires one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on first down. Peterson. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
70 Indy. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Peterson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll run on first down. Manning. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Manning, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Ready? 10 over. Let's go. We got tight left.
And an alley to run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now Peterson operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off. I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down, but how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield, but they executed that well, really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. Ready. On second down, it's Henry. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win. This game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Peterson on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's...
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, the 30, 20... 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 98 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Peterson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL will say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Thomas. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Peterson to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Peterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the air.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. Watch that.
Peterson now on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion.
And look at this, another fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down.
50 seconds to life. And here we go.
Five.
Peterson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, man.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting...
And he's going to go down again.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline, there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Thomas. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. On 2nd down now. It's Manning. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Here's Peterson from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Come on, Lon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Peterson. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Gator. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. Ready?
Now back to throw. And caught by Henry. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clelin Ferrell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
70, Indy.
Back to throw. Peterson will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. It's QT. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. Touchdown Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return. And
what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how
and, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world.